The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback.
Push him back.
But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He's airing it out for Will. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. 23-yard line. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lindsey had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's it, baby. That's it. Kaiser right on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stay with your man.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day. Shoot.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Locke letting one go deep for the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Sponge! No!
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. That one into the hands of Hamilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Lock gonna throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go.
4-7's a mic.
Now.
Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Great job, man.
Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go now. 30 base. Fan. Shoot.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Hey, switch gears.
5.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lock, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 58.
Clock now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
58's the mic. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw it is Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, exit.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Open man here is Hamilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Last stop.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A try here for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase it a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Let's go. Come on.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score, and the Lions able to stretch their lead as they score again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Go! Their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Ready.
On first down, right back to Lindsey.
Run.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it,
Run
baby.
blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one
Get in
home.
the weight room.
Hey, Haywood.
49.
Dude.
On third down, block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey.
Don't let him breathe.
Get up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked.
So when I look at the scoreboard and realize they just blocked a punt with that type of a lead, how much of that was a called punt block or how much of it was a breakdown, you think, by the team punting the ball?
You got to think a breakdown, right?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think someone just didn't fulfill their assignment and end up now in even worse position.
And now you can start the buses. I would say it's safe, right? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, high 7.
40,
Go.
The mic, boys, 47. Check, check, 47.
Now.
On first down, Tannehill.
That's going to be a long day.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Big dribble, big dribble.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill.
He don't want it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
47 Mike, 47 Mike.
Smooth.
Oh, you got deep?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Locke to throw, and that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.